how's it going, everybody? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm here to give you guys my review of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. This one kind of snuck up on me. I really didn't know about this one until like this week, like a couple days ago, actually. Not really huge Star Trek fan or anything like that, so I didn't have any expectations going into this. For anyone wondering what I've seen, I've seen some of the Chris Pine stuff back when I was little. That's about it. And I watched it, let's see, maybe one time. That's about it, once, for his films. And I think maybe, wasn't there like 2 of them or something like that? I don't know. But so what did I think of Starfleet Academy, or not Star Wars, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy? Well, it sucks, quite frankly. I don't care for this show so far. I'm going to be finishing it through, obviously, but, it's just, and I hear episode 2 is not much better. Sorry for wiping my nose so much, guys. I'm kind of dealing with a cold. Forgive me. But no, yeah, it's super uninteresting. So I'll go over like 1 or 2 scenes here. But okay, so let's hop into this. We basically pick up with a mom and a child, and they're sitting on the boat, and on the ship, and they're looking at some moons, it looks like, and they're talking about a planet, and I didn't know exactly what they were talking about at first, but apparently it's Earth. Figure this out later on. And we get this scene where basically she tells the kid that it's okay to steal, and it's really not, but okay. So they say it's okay to steal, and of course they're trying to use this little kid to like make you feel sorry for them and that it's okay to steal, you know what I mean? So that just didn't work for me. But then we continue, and we learn that while she was stealing, well, she wasn't stealing, she helped somebody steal for her. While this was going on, a captain or somebody in the military here, the Starfleet thing that they call it, was killed. And so she tries to act like it's not her fault, and it definitely is. But and then they have to separate her from her son, and it's a political message, and they try to make you feel bad, and I just didn't give a shit. And so then we cut to 15 years later, and the boy's all grown up, and we get some more and I'm not too sure how I feel about this main character. These characters, first off, they're so forgettable. I think this guy's name's Caleb. In the next review for the next episode I will let you guys know. I'll do my best to remember the names. I might have to write them down, because they're just so forgettable. But I think this character is named Caleb. So we pick up with Caleb, was the little boy. And, he's been arrested, basically, or he's in, captivity from, I guess it's called Starfleet. I don't know. I guess that's just what I'm going to call it, because that's what I've heard it been called before. So he's basically gotten captured by Starfleet here. And this is, in the first, maybe 5 minutes. This is a long opening episode. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. And it was an interesting experience. So he's captured by Starfleet, and he breaks out. He escapes. We get an action scene here, I guess. And then he basically gets sucked up. And I don't know how any of the technology works in this world. He gets vacuumed up by this ship thing, And basically then it cuts, if I remember right. Yeah, it cuts, and we cut back to the girl that we saw in the beginning, the one that told his mom and little Caleb that she was going to have to separate them. And basically a guy shows up, and I recognize him from somewhere in a piece of Star Trek that I watched when I was younger. I don't know what it was, but I recognize him. He shows up and basically tries to get her to become a captain again, I believe, and basically they do some more political messaging here, and she says that I resigned because we separated the mother and a child, just like, ICE is doing now to criminals, for things that, bad people have actually done, like what should happen to criminals when they go to jail and do something wrong. But that's besides the point. So basically, they tell her that they found Caleb, and that convinces her to come back to Starfleet. And another really stupid thing here is that kid escapes. Like, they separate the mom, and then the kid. And the kid is, like, in a prison cell, and he basically tricks her into giving him a hug. And he takes her, like, badge thing, and he uses it to escape. And then it cuts to the Caleb scene, and then immediately after that, it cuts to her, in this guy having that conversation. And then it cuts to her walking into Caleb. And so there's no, like, searching, like, showing of, like, I've been looking for you. Like, they don't know each other, and they just pick up like they've known each other for, like, it's kind of awkward. Not awkward, but weird. Like, they just kind of, like, pick up like they've known each other and stuff like that. Let's see, what was the most annoying character? Was the black autistic chick that was walking around. Okay, well, I don't know if she's autistic, but at least that's what it seems like. From what I heard, she's excuse me, she's a hologram that's 3 months old, but they programmed her to be 17. And so that's why she acts the way she does, which is just stupid. I don't know why this is a character. I don't know why she's a thing. She's a hologram in the first place. I don't know why she needs to go to an academy. Why? She's a hologram. What does she need to learn? And if she needs to learn anything, can't she just, like, I don't know, download it or do what holograms do and access stuff? like, or AI? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, how does she need to go to school? And then, on top of that, why program her to be this way? And why not just make her 17? Or if you want her to, like, grow and learn, why not just make her, like, you can make these things whatever age you want. Like, if you want to, I don't know, if you want a little kid hologram, have a little kid hologram. Have a little, like, mini-me running around or something like that. I don't know. But, like, why does this thing need to be programmed how it bothers me. I'm sure you guys can tell this thing, it really bothers me. I've thought about this. Because her character is so annoying. And, I don't like her in this show. And then, of course, we get a scene where this one kid's getting picked on with his binoculars or whatever, and then we get the one guy that's like, yeah, man, he's like kind of like the bully, like, I'm gonna be captain, and then show's so stupid, like, it's so easy to laugh at it, and then you get our main character Caleb, and he's like, oh yeah, well, screw this, because I didn't even want to be a part of this. Oh yeah, by the way, let's go back to Caleb for a second. He, like, shows, like, so much rebellion when he first gets there. Like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to wear these uniforms. And then not only, I guess, does this teleporter thing that he walks through a shaver for your hair and to change your clothes, but it also changes your attitude and outlook on stuff, because as soon as he walks through this portal and gets his haircut and, like, his clothes, like, changed, his character motivations, it's almost like they completely switch. Like, Now, his motivations for being there don't switch because he's trying to find his mom. That's like his lure for like going with the girl, right? To join the academy. But he's like, I'm not wearing, he's like, I'll go, but I'm not wearing uniforms. I'm not doing the hair and stuff like that. Like, he walks through the portal and he's like, and then it's like he just walks on. Like, and it's just never brought up again. I'm like, okay. I'm just trying to remember, point out some of the like all the dumbest moments. I hate the way the lady sits in the chair. Like she's sitting, and like, can we please have somebody that sits in a captain's chair like a captain? Thank you. Other than that, oh, and I couldn't the entire time I was watching this. I was like, where do I remember her from? I can't get her face out of my head. Then I remembered the Granny Peach Tea scene from Batman and Superman. That scene for me is, I know a lot of people have problems with the Jolly Rancher scene. The Granny Peach Tea scene for me is just as bad. But that Lex Luthor's bad. So, I mean, overall, guys, this first episode of... oh, yeah, what was the moral of this first episode? So we did a lot of nothing. And like at 46 minutes in, because I did take notes and I went over them before. If you guys don't know, I kind of just like free note these. It's like I don't have like a script or anything like that. But I do like write notes during the movie and I will go over them the day after the film and like right before I do these, just to kind of remember and recap myself. But I remember it was like 46 minutes in. There's like finally an action. Sorry guys, my camera cut out. So basically what happened is we're 46 minutes into this thing and I'm like, oh my God, finally an action scene. What's gonna happen? And it's not even really an action scene. It's, the ship gets attacked by another ship. We'll get into the ship in a second. The ship gets attacked by another ship. And basically a guy boards from the beginning, the one that helped the lady steal and got helped get her and the boy separated, the mom and the kid. And basically he boards, and you know, him and the Starfleet captain and the Granny Peach Tea lady have history because, you know, of the separating of the kid and her sentencing him in the past. And so he basically tells her that he wants a part of her ship, and we basically, like, I don't know how long it was. It felt like forever, but it was like maybe 15 to 20 minutes, if I'm pushing it, 25 minutes of just them doing nothing, just talking, and I don't know what we're doing. And I think at like 50 something minutes, I don't know if this is functional. Like, this is, I don't know. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let anybody that's curious go and discover the rest of this fantastic disaster for themselves, because I kind of get the sense that this is going to be one of those, like, so bad at the end that it might have been worth it to watch. Hopefully, maybe not, because I'm not like a huge Star Trek. I'm sure for huge Star Trek fans are probably like, ooh, but like me, you know, I don't really have anything tied to it, so I'm kind of interested to see how big this could be, and I'm interested in the online discourse about this film. The ship. I'm going to throw up an image of the ship. Whoo! The image of the ship is just absolutely, like, I remember as a kid when I watched the Star Treks, which ones were they? I'm forgetting his name. Oh, anyway, the two that I watched when I was younger, I don't remember them really, but one thing I remember is the ships, and I remember these ships just feeling larger than life, like floating cities in space. Like, at least that's how I pictured them or imagined them. And I don't know, they have this weird thing with like angel wings and it like detaches and it doesn't feel like an actual ship where the entire thing's maneuvering, and I feel like it doesn't work for me, and I've heard other people mention this as well before I watched the show, and yeah, I kind of agree with them. It doesn't look like as good as the old ones, and I've seen some pictures online now that I've opened up a little bit into the Star Trek thing, and of some other ships that have come after the ones that I watched, and even then they don't look as good as the ones that I've seen in the past and in fan art and stuff like that I've seen online over the years. So um, yeah, it's very interesting, and there's just not a lot. I'm very interested in how well this video is going to do. Not even though I'm a small creator, I'll still be able to kind of get some type of idea of like how well Star Trek is doing based on how many views this video gets. Because my Stranger Things videos, the Transformers 1 video, those got tons of views, but we'll see. The less interesting stuff, less interested people are in something, I guess I should say, is, I can tell because I get less views on the videos. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for, I have some reviews coming out on some movies here towards the end of the month, and then so either at the end of this week or next week, and then and I'm not sure if those are at theaters or if those are at home, but yeah, we'll get them done. Stay tuned. I'm gonna do some more trailer reactions and stuff like that, and of course Star Trek. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.